sown, squashes are sown, and just wondering which is going to be the first to come through. We have, you can't really see it, but that's a Harlequin squash, Genovese outdoor bush, I think that's a courgette actually, so forget that one. A blue Hubbard squash, I can hardly say this, Shish Ikatanani Kaboshi, Gukoi squash, and a blue kiri squash. That's one I'm particularly excited about. I planted one for someone last year on their allotment and it took and it looked great, and I did one for myself over my allotment plot. Just didn't come to anything larger than 3 inches. That was to do with some issues about moving and closure of the community garden, which I won't go into here. Golden nugget squash, acorn table king squash, Turk's turban squash, particularly excited about that. I'll have 2 runners that come out first. They look great. Other things here. Baby bear squash. Yeah. Blue Hubbard, have I mentioned that? Porcelain doll, which is probably going to be massive. Yeah, and there's some other things here, courgettes, cucumbers and stuff, but I'm particularly excited to see which squash comes through first. I'll let you know in the next instalment. So here we have it. Also we've had a courgette and a cucumber just about to break through the soil. But the first squash to actually break through from the 8 or 9 varieties I've got here is the Shishikatani Kabosha. There it is. I'll add some more information about that soon. I thought it might have been the porcelain doll, but there you go. Okay, we're moving on with the squash race. And the blue Hubbard squash is number 2. Remember, it was the Shishikatani Kabucha squash was number 1. Maybe it's the position. Like, there's the window. You know, it's these plants here. One of them is a courgette. This one. Yeah, all in line there. Of course, we've got our kale and a cucumber. Another cucumber coming through. Okay, another update on the squash. So the third, as I saw last night, was actually the porcelain doll. Porcelain doll squash that I thought might have been the first to come up. And we also have the second Shishikatan Kabosha squash. There's one there, one here. The blue Hubbard is second, porcelain doll number 3. Should take bets on this, shouldn't I? And we got the cucumbers there, and kale, and a courgette. Oh, it's all going quite well, and taking too long. This is within 10 days, I'd say, for this lot. So we've got 3 squash, one a double, so there's 4. The cucumbers, the kale, and the courgette. That's why with some seeds you plant them later, you get them popping up. You know, the seedlings pop up quicker. These pepper plants I've had for, I think it's the 3rd year now. amazing. I've been told that's pretty good going. You can see one's not in perfect shape, but there's some growth here. I've been keeping the aphids off those. Anyway, thanks for watching. Do you want to know about the next squash? Or is this getting ridiculous? I'll probably tell you about the next few actually. Make a brief snippets for the end, stuck on the end of this. Gold. Yes, the gold nuggets come up last. I'm not sure if that's the last. It's courgettes and cucumbers. Oh, nugget squash hasn't come up just yet. Hopefully it'll be soon. So I've got a selection of squash here that I've grown. So the video so far was the seedling race. I sowed the seeds and I was detailing which came up first. So I'm now going to talk about what I harvested and what failed, and just show you some of the squash. But this is an amazing one. This is the Turk's turban. This is what it turned into. But I only had it in a very small spot, so unfortunately I only got the one. This year I'm going to put it in a bigger spot, more space for it, sow it earlier, and try and get a few more of these because they're amazing. These are gold nuggets. These are the gold nuggets. So they come up quite small, but the plants are quite small. The vines, small space again. The baby bears are in a slightly bigger space, so let the squash sprawl a bit, and they're a bit bigger than the gold nuggets, but they're called nuggets because they're smallish squash. I haven't used any. I've just got two of each of these orange ones. They look like mini pumpkins, so I can't tell you what they taste like yet. This is the biggest one and the heaviest one. It's called the porcelain doll. It's looking a little bit like maybe I'm slightly harvested a bit too early, but the skin, if it's all smooth, then it's way too early, so you've got to get a bit of roughage on it, I think. And it's meant to be more orange when you harvest this instead of more pink, I think, than orange. But anyways, it's kind of in between. Depends on your pupils as well as to what colours you see, as with everything. That's a porcelain doll. Only one of those, unfortunately. I didn't feed my plants well enough this year. I should have gave them more manure and stuff like that. I just had a lot on. The blue Hubbard, so basically that did really well. I had three of these smaller. The vine was almost, I think just about larger than the vine for the porcelain doll. This is picked a bit early, but it'll be a sweeter, softer squash. But I've read up on these. I haven't tasted them yet. I've read up on these, and this still will be a really nice squash. So well worth growing the blue Hubbard. Porcelain doll, but they do take up a lot of space. You've got space for those plants. So the blue curries, I had to freeze because they were starting to go. So this is the colour of the skin, and that's what they look like. Really recommend these. I had a few of these. I gave a few away. The blue curries. I've grown them for someone else before, and they did well. The ones that failed. The acorn table king. I didn't have much luck. I just didn't have enough time really to. I'm not saying it's a bad squash to grow. I'm going to try again this year. I've got a few seeds in there. Gukoi Mayan, I was really disappointed losing this. This is the one I was excited to grow, not just because there's a couple of colours on there, greenish, blue and orange, but because it's got links to the Mayan. I'm really interested in Mexican history, so it's just a shame. But that was just, again, my sort of ineptitude, or maybe just my lack of time. I can see why this is very rare. Shisagatani Kapusha, very rare. Didn't have any luck with it. I'm going to try again this year, and see what happens with it. It's also called a Tunis Macchino, apparently. 110 days to get a squash. Yeah, because on the packs, these are for penile plants. They're pretty good, the seeds. Not that I've been sponsored or anything by them, it's just what I bought, and I was quite happy. I really like the packaging, and they're always at the RHS show in Cardiff. And they give you good information on the packs, but yeah, it doesn't actually say the amount of days. But anyway, so I'll make another video after I've cooked with them and ate them, maybe. But so that's what I ended up with from the squash seeds that are earlier in the video. I really recommend growing squash, and this year I'm going to try and do more than I've got this year, which isn't a great deal, but you know, I grow a lot of stuff. You can see like a perennial kale here, got some herbs on the go. This is just a small garden. It's basically like a nursery in some ways, but I'll be growing a lot more on the land I've got this year, so I'll update you on all that in future videos. And thanks for watching. Bye.